Guys. 13 and young lady? 13, 14. When I was your age, I was going through a lot in my home. And so I know what it's like to not have a voice. I know what it's like to not feel like no one listens to you. But there are people like me and Martrey that would actually listen to you. There's people like me and Martrey that's here for you. You know what I'm saying? So we're nothing but big ears. I may have big ears, you know, I don't know. It's just your opinion. But we're nothing but ears for you guys to lean on. So I'm going to just talk to you guys tonight about your inner circle, about your friends. I'm pretty sure y'all know what social media is, right? Y'all on Instagram? Not on Instagram? That's good. That's good. But, are you on Instagram? All right, I'm going to look you up, see what you do. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to your friends and your inner circle, right? Your squad, your clique, whatever you call them, your family, bros, your sisters, look. Those people will kind of determine what you're going to turn out to be, right? And so when you're dealing with your inner circle, we're dealing about what? Influence. Have you ever heard of under the influence? Somebody drinking? So what happens is when you drink too much, you become intoxicated, right? And then your judgment goes down. Sometimes we begin to get intoxicated with people that we're around. Like if you hang around a bunch of guys that play the PS4, you're going to do what? Probably play what? The PS4. Unless you hit him with an Xbox. But we got to get him to switch. Yeah. If you hang around Xbox all day, okay, we're going to talk later. But if you hang around a lot of people that do nothing, the potential for you doing nothing goes up. If you hang around people that get it done, show a lot of respect to the teachers and their mentors, guess what? Their potential for you to do that goes up, right? Does anybody know what potential is? All right, so from a scientific standpoint, potential is stored energy, right? So if I stand here and I cock my fist back, I got the potential to what? Punch him, right? I'm not going to punch you. Don't worry about it. But if I put my hand down, then what happens? All potential goes away. Everyone in here has the potential to be great. Everyone in here has the potential to be the next future leader, to be the next president, Barack Obama, George Bush, or whatever you want to be. You have the potential, but the problem is, the people we around, they control that potential energy, right? Like I have the potential to be the next Eric Thomas or whatever, right? Me and Martrey both. But the people that we around sometimes make or break us. Whether they're going to be positive in our life, whether they're going to be negative in our life, right? Now, do you hang around negative people? Have you ever been around a negative person? Mm-hmm. It pulls you down, right? It drags your whole entire day down. Hearing it, and sometimes you are what you hear, right? So if someone says you'll be nothing, sometimes that's what you'll be, because then your actions begin to take place of what you just heard. So a lot of times you got to hang around and get a circle of people that are going to encourage you and tell you that you are loved, you are handsome, you are beautiful. You know what I'm saying? You got to hang around people that tell you you are great. But you also want some type of authentic people around you. Somebody that's going to tell you the actual truth. So when you're wrong, you want somebody to say, look, you're wrong. When you're not right, you want somebody to tell you, because the worst thing that can happen is going through life with just a bunch of yes men. Somebody that's just going to tell you whatever you want to hear just so they can be around you. And when you get to me and Martrey's age, you really don't have time for a lot of friends anyway, because you got families, you got wives, you got a husband, you know what I'm saying? And what happens is you really start to see who is really for you when the chips are down, when you don't have any money, when you don't have a car, or when you're in need. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at that box of Kool-Aid, what is that? Kool-Aid? All right, Kool-Aid. So if you look at that box, right, and we were to keep drinking that box, what eventually happens to that box? It becomes empty, right? So sometimes you're like that box of Kool-Aid, except for not all the colors. All right? And so you're always pouring out to people. You're giving your friends lunch money. You're giving your friends advice. But sometimes when you become empty, who do you go to? Can you go to anyone in that circle to pour back into you? And if the answer is no, you got to question who you are around. You got to question that. Because you should have enough pull from your friends where you can get from them just as much as they get from you. And what we call that is an unbalanced relationship, right? That's just the unbalanced relationship. You shouldn't have anybody around you that's going to pull on you all the time, get you to do this all the time, get you to act out your character. And some people that are around you, not everybody wants to see you blessed. Not everybody wants to see you do well. And when you accept that in life, you will realize that some people's true nature, we're all human beings, even from the Bible when God created man, we all sin. So some people, our true nature is just we sin and we do wrong. And so just saying that, you got to spot the real people in your life, like these mentors here, they're going to be here for you. And sometimes it's funny, like we love to hurt the ones that we love, and we love to hurt and diss the ones that are here for us, for someone who's going to be here for us for a moment. I can go through a list of friends that I've had since I was your age. Half of them I don't talk to now, maybe about 2 or 3. So you don't want to try to diss your family. You don't want to diss your parents or your teachers, the people that are taking out time to pour into you. Time you don't get back. Because you're spending time here with me and Martre, we are thankful for that. Because you could be anywhere else. But you chose to be here to give us a shot to try to empower you. But my goal is just for you to focus on the people. Question yourself, am I hanging around the right people, right? What is your goal? Anybody got any goals in here? What do you want to be? Football player. So I'm asking you, are the people you're hanging around, are they creating an atmosphere for you to be a football player and be good at it? Are they trying to pull you away from practice? All right, so you hanging around with a good set of people. I had a couple friends that could have went to Division I colleges, but they hung around people that pulled them away, got them into selling drugs, and guess what? They got kicked out of school. Now, if they were their friends, they would say, no, man, you don't need to be out here with us because you got the potential to be something greater, right? And sometimes in life, we just have to realize that not everyone is for us, and not everyone understands the vision that God has given us. So the fact that you want to be a football player, that's something God gave you, and you got to protect that. Your vision is like your baby, and sometimes the people around you, they don't want that baby to grow up and develop, all right? Does anybody read the Bible? You read the Bible? So in the Bible, when King Herod heard that baby Jesus was coming, you know what I'm saying, he heard all the stories that there would be a Messiah to come and save the world. You know what I'm saying? So what he wanted to do is kill all unborn kids and young kids, right? Now, why would he do that? Yeah, but he would put an end to the plan and the vision, right? So it's easier for you to kill something in its infant stage, right? So would it be easier for you to fight me when I'm a grown man or when I'm like 3 years old? Okay, so a lot of times when you're at this age, the enemy is after you hard because it can take you out at its youngest stage. The enemy loves to attack people in that infant stage because it can kill that dream of a football player or whatever you guys want to be. When I was your age, the enemy couldn't really attack me physically, so he would attack my mind, use my stepfather and different people to mistreat me, to attack my mind, to try to derail me from where I am now, right? But everything that I went through has qualified me to talk to you guys, right? So I just want you to know, like, I'm not going to be up here long. I'm going to just end with a story. But I just want you guys to know that it's very important that people that you hang around will really affect your life. I have 2 friends that I had. One is doing 25 years in prison now based upon the people that he hung around, right? You know what the other one is? He's in the ground based upon the people that he hung around. One bad decision that took about 3 seconds cost one his life and cost the other one to give up his freedom and ultimately his life. And now his kids are growing up and all he can do is see him on Facebook from time to time or visit. Just by the people that he's hanging with, right? So like I told you, you can tell when people are for you, when they want the best for you, when they want to tell you the truth. Because not everybody wants that. Like when me and Martre clicked up about a couple months ago, that's like iron sharpens iron, and the Bible talks about that. He speaks life into me. I may do a video or speech and I think it's terrible, but he'll encourage me. You know what I'm saying? He gives me the energy and the momentum that I need to keep going, so that way I can keep doing this, right? So does everybody understand? Because I don't want to bore you guys. Is it fun, ladies? Fun? All right. So look, I'm going to end with this story. It's called The Story of the Scorpion and the Frog. Y'all want to hear that? All right, then I'll be out your way. Y'all can drink all the Kool-Aid you want. Is that worth it? All right. So it's a story of a scorpion and a frog, right? So there's a scorpion that's sitting on the, no, it's a frog. Frog is sitting on the pond. And he's kind of just floating around, right? But it's a scorpion who somehow gets to one side of the pond while his family's on the other side, right? His family's chilling on the other side. He's way over here. So his goal is, I need to get to the other side with my family, right? So he sees this frog come up and he's telling the frog, look, let me get a ride. I need to get over here to the other side to see my family. The frog's like, nah, I can't do that, because if I let you ride, you're gonna sting me and I'm gonna die. He's like, stupid. If you die, then I die, because I'm gonna drown. So they go back and forth, right? And he was like, look, just let me get a ride. My family's over there. And he starts seeing these little scorpions crawl back and forth. He's like, all right, well, if you need to really get over here to see your family, I'll take you over. So he hops on the frog's back. The frog gets to doing his thing, right? All of a sudden, he's like, you stung me. He was like, yeah, that's my nature. That's what I was made to do. And they both died. So the moral of the story is, sometimes the people that are around you, sometimes it's just their nature to do what they do, right? Now, the frog was out of place because he shouldn't have been around that side of the pond anyway. So sometimes being out of place, just like my friend that is in prison, or my other friend that is in the ground, he was out of place, just like that frog. Now, the scorpion, you're going to meet scorpions in life. They're going to do what they do. And once you identify that they're going to do what they do, it's up to you to keep your distance. All right, I'm TeflonJohn. That's my time. I enjoyed y'all.
I learned to pick better friends and have better people to influence me. I learned that TeflonJohn's a very good speaker, and I also learned don't let your past define you.